Quick way down. My focus is receiving another signal. I'm picking up another signal. There's the tall neck that my focus picked up. I have to climb up to the tall neck's head. The killers. What are they doing here? The tall neck.
Heard something. To arms! The line of fire! Fear!
Well, here. No way I'll be able to take a machine that big down. Should be able to jump onto the tall neck from here. All right. Now I just have to reach its head. Easy, easy. Clever. Dust won't stop blowing. What happened here? Snout moths everywhere. What happened here? Snout moths everywhere. Get out of this. bad day for one of us.
It's not what I imagined when I was a boy, but it's decent work keeping the city safe.
Okay, Aloy, now what? Here they come.
Sun King Avad freed the people his father enslaved. The Osprey.
Arrested 2 for disorderly conduct last night. You don't want to know what they were doing.
I love... It's a bit... isn't it?
No, I'm awake.
It's always the ones you least expect that cause you trouble.
Watch out for the Asaran merchants. They'll soon cheat you as look at you.
Hard to imagine how many died by the way.
It's always the one. Last king. Far cry from those days.
No, I'm awake. And alert. Ugh, damn it.
I've sent a messenger to the claim to let everyone know.
If there's anything you or your clan need for her arrangements, you need but ask.
There'll be time for all of that later.
Aloy, I'm glad you're back. I'm at a loss about Ursa. To learn she lives, then lose that hope seems cruel.
She wouldn't want us to waste time talking. She'd want us to find Dervahl. She said he raved about smoke darkening the sun. Tell him what you found in his papers.
A letter. It mentioned a shipment of Blaze being sent to a warehouse here. Only, it wasn't addressed to Dervahl. The name was Ayland Forgeman. Does that mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar. Yes, a landlord. The Oseram have been buying up buildings across the city, including one under that name. Let me think. It's by the edge of the mesa, near the temple. Used to be a shop, but it could serve as a warehouse. If Dervahl used the name as an alias to buy it, he might even be there now.
I'll round up my men.
I'll meet you there.
Erend, wait. Remember that no one hates Dervahl more than your own tribe. The clans would give up much to obtain him.
Take him alive? So you can haggle over him? You can't be serious!
Our security depends on keeping the peace. If the opportunity presents itself, take him alive. Consider that a command. Aloy, a moment, please. When we spoke, Erend didn't wish to dwell on the details of Ursa's death. Understandable, of course. But now that they've been left to my imagination, those details are all I can think about. You were there. Did she suffer?
She's not the one who's suffering now. You are. She died before you could say goodbye.
Is it that obvious? You're right. I'm dwelling on my pain, not just hers. And there's only one thing left that can help. Find Dervahl and bring him before me. He will answer for his crimes.
Expect they cause you trouble.
say.
A moment of your time, Outlander?
Good day.
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family, but I'm not choosy.
This is the place? You home, Dervahl? I got a surprise for you!
Or he has a surprise for us.
Is it a bomb?
It's a bomb, all right.
Doesn't look too big.
Well crafted. Big enough to kill us.
All right. I'll shut up.
If I try to take it apart, a booby trap will set it off. Blaze. It must be leaking from something upstairs. Something's dripping from the ceiling.
That's a lot of blaze.
If that bomb downstairs goes off, it'll be just what Dervahl promised. Smoke will darken the sun. As the city goes up in flames, there's gotta be a way to stop it. If we can get rid of it somehow, the blast will be much smaller.
So, is that thing gonna go off?
It looks like a wooden bracket. Not very strong. Help me push this out.
Okay. Brute force, I'm good at that. What'll it do?
Save the city, I hope. But when the blaze falls, run for it. Because the booby trap on the bomb downstairs is gonna get set off.
Will we survive?
Probably not. Now push. Ugh.
We did it! Dervahl's best shot, and Meridian's still standing.
This isn't over. Dervahl said he'd make Avad watch.
No way. To do that, he'd have to get into the palace, and that's too heavily guarded.
Get back there, just to be sure. I'm gonna look around. Maybe Dervahl's men left something behind when they planted that bomb.
I got it. Don't worry. If he tries for the palace, he's finished.
Did you hear that blast?
Boot tracks, with just a bit of blaze in them.
Call the guards. There could
Can
be
I interest
explosions
you in a
elsewhere.
reasonable
Hurry
share
up.
of a lucrative
Get to the
opportunity?
fire and shut up a bucket line.
What happened?
I haven't had a blast like that since the liberation.
A moment of your time, Outlander?
There's smoke rising from the edge of the mesa. Are we under attack?
The tracks lead inside. Another one of Dervahl's hideouts. This must be where Dervahl assembled the detonator. He tunneled through the wall. Dervahl did find a way into the palace.
Wish I could be there to see the sun god on his knees.
Quit carping you.
Need to keep the upper hand.
Look at you, Avad. The wriggling runt of a maniac king. You robbed me of my right to kill your father, so I'll have to settle for you. I'm going to enjoy watching the Carja burn, even more because you'll be watching with me. Say goodbye to Meridian, Avad. Breathe in the stench, and choke on the ashes. Something's wrong. I didn't hear anything.
There's a bit of smoke rising from the mesa's edge.
No! It should be a firestorm, not some belch from a charcoal burner!
Should have brought a cart.
What's this? Oh. You must be the Nora who bushwhacked my camp.
And disabled your bomb.
Did you now? Well, bomb or no bomb, I'm gonna splatter that throne with blood. First yours, then Avad's.
We got company!
You'll have to... Why does Avad always have his ladies do the fighting?
You're not gonna see it coming.
This. I've got a sun god to kill. It's not over yet, Nora. Any good Oseram tinker will tell you. Always have a third plan.
They know I'm here now.
I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more in the way. Ah! Those majestic, murderous Glinthawks! Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you. Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you. I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more in the way. Ah! Those majestic, murderous Glinthawks! I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more in the way. Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you. Those majestic, murderous Glinthawks! Ah! Those majestic, murderous Glinthawks! Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you. I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more in the way. Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you. I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more in the way.
As much as I wish Ursa was here to kill you, I don't mind doing it for her.
Go ahead. I'm not afraid. Except that knowing you, Erend, you'll screw it up!
I know what you are afraid of. Going back to Mainspring in chains. Every clan in the claim wants you dead. And they know how to make it hurt. They'll even bid for the privilege.
It's just like you to get someone else to do your killing.
Shut up. You're at the Sun King's mercy now. Aloy. I was just thinking about Ursa. She would have killed Dervahl on the spot. I know it. That's why she went out to meet him in the first place, to put him down. But she also told me to grow up. I gotta admit it burned a little when she said that, but I'm trying to take it to heart. And I guess growing up means putting what you should do in front of what you want to do. Right?
You're asking me? I'm pretty sure you're older.
Yeah, but I don't act like it, do I?
You did with Dervahl.
Don't give me too much credit. Part of me still wants to wait for a quiet moment and wring his neck.
Yeah, but you won't. Because you're a good captain.
Come on, stop. You're gonna make me tear up.
So, after all this, what's next for errand vanguardsman?
Heading back to the claim for a while. I'll get in touch with my clan and we'll lay Ursa to rest properly. Like how she would have wanted. And by that I mean less chit-chat, more drinking.
What do you think the Oseram will do to Dervahl?
First off, they'll argue about it for a long time. But whatever they come up with, it won't be quick. I can live with that. In fact, I might just drop by his cell under the sun ring to remind him what's coming.
Well...
I know. You gotta go. Killers to track, machines to master. All before breakfast. You know what? When we met, I thought I was a big shot talking to a pretty girl hidden away in the middle of nowhere. Now I see that I was just lucky to get a minute of your time. Try not to forget about me while you're out there changing the world.
I'll always have a minute for you. Maybe even two.
Two? Huh. She likes me.
Could you spare a moment to speak of the fire thing?
I'm tired.
Come to gloat, Nora. Well, as you can see... I get it. You want to rub it in? Well, it's not working.
They've started to encourage girls to work in their shops. Girls from good families down into the trade. There's a in the south that can destroy a village, then disappear into the hills. Could you spare a moment to speak of the finer things?
You should be out there fighting machines. No, I'm awake. And alert.
Aloy, to say you have my gratitude feels woefully insufficient. You saved my life. You saved Meridian. And because of you, there will be justice for Ursa's murder. We can mourn her knowing the truth, without painful uncertainty. It's hard to imagine where we'd be without you. And I don't want to try. I hope you will consider staying in Meridian.
Why do you want me to stay in Meridian?
I would think that would be obvious.
Not to me.
Huh. Well, to start with, you kept the city from going up in flames. You were strong, shrewd, and capable. I could use someone like you at my side.
Thank you for the offer, but I don't think either you or I are ready for that. At least, not yet. I've got a long way to go before I find what I'm looking for, and it's gonna take me far from Meridian.
Of course. I didn't mean to presume. You are your own woman, just as Ursa was. But please, remember that you're always welcome here. I hope that today is just a sunrise for us, not a goodbye.
It's time for me to go.
Of course. I hope you find what you're after, Aloy. And if need be, I will come to your aid. As sure as the sun's rising.
Imagine living anywhere else.
Move along. You have no need to loiter around here. Almost dawn. Another day, another wrinkle.
Me where to go if you're lost. I'm a guard, not the town crier.
I bet those traitorous Oseram will
You there!
conveniently-
Help me! You with the sun and shadow. You're the Nora who saved the Sun King. They say you tracked the Oseram assassin with your second sight. If only you'd use it to help me. A thief raided my home and took my brother's sword.
Tell me about the robbery. Don't leave anything out.
It was brazen and professional. They took only the sword, my most valuable possession. The thief went out through the window and scared the shadow off my steward. Otherwise, it would have been a clean getaway.
Why would someone steal the sword?
It's priceless. Made from the burnished antler of a lancehorn, finely inlaid with studded stones all down the...
Okay, I get it.
Forgive me. That's not even why it's important. The 12th Sun King gave it to my brother for his military service. He was killed in battle during the Liberation. I was saving it for my nephew who's stranded at Sunfall with the Carja in Shadow.
How did your nephew wind up in Sunfall?
Most of the old clergy backed the Mad Sun King, so when he fell, they ran out of fear of retribution. As an honor guard to a venerable priest, my nephew had no choice but to go with them. Now that my brother is gone, my nephew is my heir, so that sword really belongs to him. And after all he's been through, I won't be able to look him in the face if I don't get it back.
I'll see what I can do about the robbery.
Have a word with my steward if you need to. He saw the thief escape. And listen, all I want is the sword back. Meridian and my family for that matter, has seen enough strife already. If I can get it back, all is forgiven. No retribution necessary.
You saw the thief make a run for it?
My back was to the wall, you see? Wasn't expecting someone to crawl out the window. He ran past me, dressed in gray, clutching the sword. That's all I saw. By the sun, my heart nearly seized up.
Fine goods for a fair price. I bet those traitors...
Any news about my stolen sword?
Not yet. I'll see what I can do about the robbery.
The Sun King's grown too soon.
Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road.
The palace. What's he thinking letting
Come, take a look. I'll give you a good price.
The thief broke the lattice on the way out.
Won't find better
Drops
wares.
of blood leading away. More blood. I'm still on the trail.
And to take over
Would
my
you like to
brothers.
buy some?
You'll like what I have for sale, I
Still more
promise.
blood. The thief got cut. The trail ends here. But someone must have seen the thief.
Buy what you need, leave the rest.
Did someone run past here, holding a sword?
Sure did. He grabbed some linen off the stand here and took off down the stairs behind you. He was bleeding, so maybe he needed a binding. Blast it! That was expensive cloth. I can't believe I paid for that thief's bandage.
The Oseram that tried to
You'll
kill our
regret
Sun
not
King?
stopping when you're in the
Traitors,
thick
the
of-
whole tribe of them.
I bet those
If the thief came this way, there's only one way he could have gone. Forward.
I bet those traitorous Oseram will just conveniently lose Dervahl.
No sign of the thief. Someone must have seen him
Why
go
did
by.
he try to kill the Sun King? What
Did you
reason
see
do
anyone
Oseram
run
need
through
for
here? He would have been holding a sword.
Yeah. Almost crashed into me, too. He ran down the parapet here and went down the lift. No way you'll catch him now. I didn't see a sword, though.
He wasn't carrying anything.
Not a damn thing. Just ran like his ass was on fire.
The thief must have ditched the sword. But where? Maybe he had help. That merchant stall would have been a convenient drop-off.
You'll like what I have for sale, I promise.
It looks like the thief got away, but without the sword. I thought maybe he dropped it off somewhere. Like here, for instance?
What? No. I had nothing to do with this.
I guess we'll see when I get the city guard to toss your stall and question your customers.
Hold on. There's more to this. You've got a reputation for shining light in the darkness, so I know you'll listen. You're right. The sword was passed to me, and I passed it on to someone else. It's going to be sold, but not for profit. The shards will go to people in need.
You expect me to believe that?
I can prove it. Meet my friends at the watermill in the lower village. They'll explain everything. If they don't convince you, come right back with the guards. I'm not going anywhere.
It wouldn't matter if you did. I'd find you. But all right. I'll check out the watermill. Okay. Guess I should go to this watermill then to find out what's going on.
I had no idea.
not what I imagined when I was a boy. But it's decent work keeping the city safe.
We all have our place in the order of things.
Fighting machines pacing around here.
Take a look. I'll give you a good price.
I've got all the best goods here.
Only the finest goods here.
Metalbot here. Good prices, fair prices.
You like this heap, but
Don't pass up on these goods. If I've earned a drink or two.
The Sundom will change in time when it's been hammered out.
Never know when I might need these. Save these for the trail.
Sometimes you just have to take a minute and forget your cares and worries.
I was told to expect you, Aloy. I suppose you want answers. Well, it's not complicated. We collect valuable objects from people who don't need them, sell them for shards, and use the money to help the needy at Sunfall.
You mean you steal?
If you want to call it that. From hogs who've had their turn at the trough for generations.
Ravon didn't seem like a hog to me.
He stinks just like the rest of them, of wealth and contentment, while people beneath him suffer.
Who exactly gets the shards at Sunfall?
Not the bastards in the fortress. We use the shards to make sure the poor in Shadowside get to eat, or bandage their wounds. They only went west because they had to. Trust me, I know. My wife was chained up with a bunch of servants and herded with them. They starved to death, still bound together.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
Where's the sword now?
Safe. I haven't sold it yet.
What do you expect me to do now? Walk away?
I was hoping you'd help us. They say you can track like a stalker. Well, my partner Nassan disappeared near the branded shore. He was bound for Sunfall, along with an entire shipment of food. If you found that, you'd be helping a lot of people.
I'll consider it. But only if you return the sword to Ravon.
I knew you were gonna say that. Fine, I'll return the damn blade. Nassan was supposed to meet his contact at an old campfire on the fork near the branded shore. Start looking there. But be careful. Lots of machines out there, and lots of Shadow Carja. And not the needy kind, but they're tormentors.
Poor feet.
Red Lightning's trouble. Everything's sharp and looming in the rain. stocking up. And one of these. I need this. Find more about that machine to override it. Another cauldron.
Remember this day. Sunset for this one.